was suicidal at the age of 10, and now today, nearly a decade later, I still hold some mental scars from my experiences back then. And I want to make this video so I can get this information out there for the people who also may be experiencing things or have experienced things that I've gone through. And I know that everybody's experience with this is not the same, and that our issues that we dealt with back then, or things that caused us to feel that way, can be different or similar. But I want this to be out there on the internet so that people who also went through things like I did will be able to understand that tomorrow you'll be able to do better than what you were today. And just imagine yourself in the future where you've continued going on and become successful, and to not quit now. I know that the tunnel right now, the world right now is looking really dark, but the tunnel ahead is bright. There's a light out there. There definitely is. I was able to get lucky and find him. One of the reasons why I was suicidal when I was 10 would be my connection with the people around me. I was I was desperate for attention. I wasn't able to get it from my parents. They were usually very busy with work, and at the time, I couldn't really wrap my head around it because I just wanted somebody to talk to. I was being bullied at school relentlessly, and the schoolwork was stressing me out, and I felt that if I continued like this, then I'd be a failure, and I feel like all the hard work my parents were putting into me wouldn't be worth it. And I wanted to tell them that they shouldn't work so hard for me and to focus on themselves right now, because I felt like I was a lost cause, and everything that they've done for me would have just been for nothing. And I tried to speak out and tell them, but when they would come back from work, they were tired and they've already done through many things, so they sort of pushed me to the side, and I was just left by myself with my own thoughts. And I turned to teachers, and I wanted to express myself with them as well, but I was once again pushed aside. I was just told that, oh, it's just kid things, and that these kids are just playing around, that to not take it too seriously. And they might have possibly thought that what I was saying was merely a very dark joke, but I'm not too sure why I wasn't able to get the help from the trusted adults that they told me so much about during our mental health awareness campaigns at school. And I had to turn to peers, people my age. Like I said, I was 10 years old, so this is maybe fifth grade, I believe. Yeah, fifth grade. And most of the kids back then, we just we wanted to have fun, wanted to play games, wanted to just like hang out and do things like that. And I was able to make a couple friends, but I also experienced something called fake friends. And I believe that fake friends or having a fake friend is what sort of pushed me over the edge. Because I had a friend, I won't say his name, let's just call him X. And I liked X a lot. Me and him were talking a lot and stuff like that. We were having a lot of fun. We played games a lot, almost every day, I believe. And it was a great time, and it really helped me go through the motions of how I was mentally. But then he introduced me to another guy, we'll call him Y. And Y, he also liked to be with X a lot. We just hang out and play games and stuff like that together. But one day, Y told me that if I said or did certain things, I'm not sure what it was. Oh, I remember. I think we were at the school playground and we were playing, and I wanted to show X something, but Y came up to me um, as I was walking up to X, and told me, don't talk to X anymore. All right, if you keep talking to him, I'll tell him to not be your friend." And at the time, I wasn't in a good mental state, and I won't lie, I was pretty damn gullible as well. So I thought that, I won't do what I want to until to to my friend. And I believe that really pushed me over the edge because it took me many years later to really understand, in middle school that this was a fake friend, and I spent so much time and money if we went to field trips during the school time, and I really wanted someone to be friends with, and I was desperate, so I did what I could to appease the people around me, and I saw that it wasn't real. That all this time I had, you know, spent with them was fruitless. It didn't account to anything. This person wouldn't be here to, hear how I feel, and they would just be there, just to take things from me or to sort of bully me as well. But like I said, I was desperate and I didn't know what to do, and this made me suicidal. Um, and also, I think another reason why I might have become suicidal would probably be that I didn't. Hmm, I would say that these reasons were. I would say these reasons made me feel alone, and that I was just by myself, and that these emotions were real, and that they were true. These were the honest. Yeah, sorry. And I felt that these emotions I was feeling with my friends and my parents and these people that I trusted dearly was being exploited, and that everything up until now was just a waste of time. And I believe that I had to kill myself because I didn't think any of this was real. All the relationships that I had with these people weren't real. They were just a facade. And being so young and having to deal with these things, it doesn't really mix well. And once I was able to get out of elementary school and transition to middle school, I still held these beliefs, and they were even stronger now. I would constantly break down during class, after class, and just like any sort of time that I had, um, I guess sort of me time. So yeah, it wasn't a good experience, but in middle school, I was able to find people who were able to listen to me. It wasn't the trusted adults. It wasn't anybody like that. It ended up being people the same age as me. I was able to make friends that sat there and listened to me and tried to understand, and they wanted to genuinely help me. And having somebody like that, I just couldn't like hold it in. I blurted everything. I won't lie. I I didn't exactly I wasn't exactly the best student. I yelled at other people just because I just couldn't hold these emotions in, and I'm sorry to the people who I might have disturbed, and I just needed a way to vent, and having people that actually cared, and especially my age, really felt or made me really feel that our bond was real, and that this wasn't just another scheme to get things from me, whether it be money or something else like that. And having someone like that is really powerful, and I know that other people may not be so lucky as to find somebody or people around them who will also be able to listen to them and understand where they're coming from and help them. But I really just wanted to get this video out here because, like I said before, I really want people to understand that this is the end. You can continue going on, and don't give up now. There's so much hope for you left. There's so many people out here who love you and really want you to succeed in life, even if they're tired from work or have other things going on. But at the end of the day, they really do care and love you. And just just continue going on. Not for yourself, but I think go on for continue going on for yourself and not others. Try to find hobbies. I was able to get into anime during middle school, and that really helped me. It was sort of a distraction from how I was doing mentally, and I watched anime, got into shows, TV shows, and things like that. I was able to make more friends who also liked anime and things like that. I was able to get to know more people who were genuine and actually cared about me, and this is something that I believe really was a huge changing point in my life. I was able to have more time with my parents because their job loads have lined up at the time, and I was able to get therapy. And during the therapy time, I was so unstable. I screamed, I yelled, I did so many terrible things, and I really do regret those things. But being and having that time to be with my parents really helped. I was able to really get my emotions across to them, and I do believe now that they did, because after what 8 years, we've able to grow a lot closer. And I would say one of the more I guess significant reasons would be why I kind of felt like unwanted by my parents. Would be that with my father. We would constantly get into verbal arguments over like the littlest things. But they'd just be like homework or something like that. Because he came from a country where, you know, if you can get education, you can become a great and amazing thing. You don't have to do this back-breaking labor, and you can really live a nice life. And I know that my father wants me to become better than he is, and to become better than everybody else that he knows. I just couldn't understand what he wanted from me. I thought he just wanted to just like, you know, make fun of me, or just entertain himself with my sort of despair at the time. And through this therapy, I was able to understand that my father didn't want this. He wants me to be happy. He wants me to be well mentally. And this therapy really was able to help me a lot. So much that I think that if I didn't go through therapy, that I probably wouldn't be here right now, making this video at this moment. And yeah, I really just wanted to make this video so people can understand that mental health shouldn't be ignored. And I understand now that the rates of suicide for both genders has been rising significantly over the past couple years. And I do think that this is something that needs to be discussed. And for me, this is a very personal video that goes into me. And I do sometimes have this lingering feeling, sort of whisper in my ear, that everything I'm doing right now, right now, I would say that I'm doing a lot better than I was when I was 10. I'm going out, I'm having fun, I'm making decisions in my life that I believe will be better for me in the future. I'm investing time into myself, and also learning about things like finances and stuff like that. This has become like a sort of hobby for me. And I know that it wouldn't have really hit my mind, or gone to my mind as a kid, that I'd be able to do these things that I'm doing now, like making a YouTube video, and just being able to post it and just talk freely. But I do know that now there has also been some like physical alterations, I guess, to my body. I didn't really go through actions of committing suicide, but I did have these thoughts and tendencies. And when you're stressed out, especially like that when you're a kid, and you know, having these like social interactions and things like that in school matter so much to you, it made my hair turn white. A significant portion of my hair is white. It's just a huge patch. And you know, at the time, my mom was like, "Hey, you know, your hair is white." And I was like, "White? What do you mean? I haven't dyed it." And I searched up, and I was like, "Oh, this can become this can happen because of stress. And I was like, oh, I was stressed when I was a kid, and unbelievably so. So I was like, that's crazy. And once I found this out, maybe during late middle school, when I was able to sort of become, I guess, quote unquote, normal, I didn't have these tendencies, not as much. And I was able to sort of flourish once I got to high school, getting to do things that I really wanted to do. And I saw that nobody else had things like white hair, or mostly had gone through things that I went through. And I'm not saying that I'm special, but I'm saying that there are a lot of people who have gone through, or sorry, I mean people who have not gone through what I've gone through. And I see that they're able to, live happily and continue going on. And I want it to be like that too. And now, I strive to do this every day. I strive to make myself better every day. And I do think that now, at my age, I believe that I'm doing more for myself than I am doing for others. I do think that I have this sort of like, I'm not too sure what the term is. I think it's the dissociating. I do have that issue with people when I meet them. I'm very sort of like balled up, and I don't want to speak to new people because I just can't trust them. I have these issues trusting on these people, especially when I was a kid, and up until now, this really does affect me. And I am trying to get over this, trying to be more social while I go to school and just go out in public and whatnot. And so far, it's been going quite well. And I do hope that eventually in the next couple of years I'll be able to just be able to express myself freely, and become friends with people that I won't have or hold these suspicions. And yeah, that's that's it. I just want to be better. I don't want to fall into that life that I had before when I was a kid, and I want to become better. I really do. Um, and I'm sorry that if maybe I've gotten a bit sidetracked, or I've made this sort of segment of the video sort of like me flaunting that I've become like a better person and all these things. But I just want people to really understand and drive it home that you can and you will become better than what you are now, and that there's so much time for you. You have, and you can make so much change in your life. You just have to believe in yourself and keep going. And that's the video. I really do hope that everyone who's watching this will be able to understand that mental health is something that we need to worry about, and we do need to confront, and that things like these don't go away by themselves. You need to do that scary thing and get in its face and talk about it and do what you can to help yourself by any means necessary. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.